Welcome back. Well, yesterday we chatted about the importance of reading aloud to your kids. It helps develop literacy, creates a positive association with books, and it helps developing listening skills.
All that stuff. Today, a local author with the perfect read aloud book. This is The Happy Book by Andy Rash. It supports social emotional learning and it keeps young readers company no matter how they're feeling, which I love. Andy joins us now on the yellow couch. He is illustrated for the New York Times, Time Magazine, Entertainment Weekly. What else?
The New Yorker, Wired.
Whoa.
You know, like.
You're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are. What do you want to say about hand washing really fast?
Oh, if it's warm water, then you're going to want to wash it for longer, and that probably will make your hands cleaner.
It's true, because you're supposed to wash your hands the length of the song Happy Birthday.
Yep.
So that is a good point between the cold and the hot. I like it.
Yep.
You're on par.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of your characters, because in this book, The Happy Book, there's so many fun characters that you've created that sort of illustrate emotions and moods that we may have.
Yeah, the two main characters are a happy camper and a clam who's happy as a clam. And they live in a yellow world of sunshine and daisies and butterflies.
Cute.
And then a conflict arises.
And marshmallows.
Oh, yeah, marshmallows.
Marshmallows,
yeah.
too.
And then a conflict arises, and the clam moves into a blue book with rain clouds and puddles, and he has a new friend who is sad trombone, who goes womp womp. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Camper gets angry and because Clam won't get out of the sad book, and he goes into a new book called The Angry Book, which is all red with volcanoes and an angry wet hen.
Oh, the wet hen is angry because he's wet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also a shower cap and a towel, whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. That's great. And then there's a scaredy cat.
Yes, yeah. They get scared that their friendship might be, you know, in trouble because they're never on the same page emotionally. And so they move into the scared book, and there's a scaredy cat there, and there's like gnarled trees and spiders, and it's there that they start to really communicate with each other and realize that being together as friends is much more important than how I'm feeling and how you're feeling in just a moment, because all these feelings will change.
Okay.
I like that. So you kind of take us on this journey through all these moods and these emotions. And while it's fun and it's silly and these characters are great and likable, it really is to help kids open up about how they're feeling and the different emotions that they might need to be in touch with.
It might help a kid to be able to say, I'm in the sad book or I'm in the angry book, instead of, you know, admitting directly that how they're feeling sometimes.
Yeah. I like that. Well, you talk about like things like art therapy for kids or such, where they can kind of, like you said, almost like put it off of themselves to be able to be vulnerable and open about that. Have you gotten any responses in terms of how kids are able to vocalize their feelings?
The only responses I've gotten so far are from reviewers, and because this book came out yesterday.
Gotcha. It's brand new.
Okay.
Brand new. Yeah, it's still got that smell.
So how does a guy write children's books? It made me wonder if you recently, as an adult, have read a lot of children's books and found kind of what you like to get in touch with a style.
Yeah, I always do that. I mean, now I've got kids, and I actually stole the title of the book from my son Joe, who kept writing all these little books for his younger sister Katie, called The Happy Book for Katie, and there were just a bunch of smiling animals in different jungles and things like that.
You might have to give him a cut from your book.
Yeah.
He's mentioned in the dedication.
Because you kind of copied his idea.
Yeah. Well, this is, you know, this
you
is
own
the cut.
him, so you can do that.
I'm admitting it right here on TV that, you know, that he was the inspiration, and I did ask permission, and he very generously granted it to me.
Cute.
Love it. I also like that you recognize the value of different emotions outside of being happy, because I think so often, you know, that's sort of what we're pushed towards. You know, you look at these kind of, this is the author photo for you, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's me in all my different moods.
I love it. And I think it's important for us to recognize it's okay. We don't always have to project being happy when we're not.
Yeah, I feel like right now, because of social media, we are sitting at a party where they bring out the vacation photos all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And everything we see of people is their happiest moment at a party or a vacation or on a beach.
And looking their best.
And we can start to feel like, oh, I am not as happy as everyone else. And there are parts in the book where all these characters move into these different emotions, and they kind of find the value in each one of them, and because they're together and, you know, communicating with each other, they're feeling better about the whole thing.
I like that. And as parents, I think it's wonderful to give people a tool that they can use with their kids, because the not so happy emotions are the tough ones to talk about, but probably the most important to talk about. So I think it's fantastic. Yeah, and get them out there. So you have a signing coming up, Boswell Book Company. It's happening this Saturday at 2 p.m. You'll be there signing some books. People can purchase a copy then. If people go to rashworks.com, they can find out more about you and the Happy Book.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
All moods welcome.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right. All moods welcome.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Thanks again
Nice
for your
to meet you,
time.
Andy.
Thanks a lot.